May, March. Oh, I've got May on my mind. I'm really torn between May this year and whether I even want to get there. Sometimes I want to be there today. Other times I'm thinking it's coming too soon. But it's March 31st. We are at the end of March, a third of the way through the year. Well, not officially. Let's see. If we add up the days, February's too short. January's one long. March is one long. Oh, wait. That adds up to 90 for those 3 months, right? That's still a day and a quarter short of a year. Well, anyway. My math is getting rusty over the years. A few things go. Welcome to Sappy Song Week. That's why I started off with something that just popped in my head. I'm trying to think of all the sappy songs that have been overdone over the years. That one, I'm sure some of you recognize that. That's like vintage sappy song. Here's another one. And maybe you can tell me the connection between these two songs. Uh-oh. Let me think about this. Okay, today's mystery songs. You know what? At the end of today's thing, I'll talk about the one I left you hanging with last time and about a hint about what was unusual about it. We'll come back to that. I'll tell you what song it was. If I remember to get there, it's on my list. I'll do it again. You know, I was trying to think of other sappy songs. And well, that's what brought up this week. Of course, we started off the week with Vanessa and her Anne Murray song, You Needed Me. And I had to bust in there with John right in his Annie's song kind of stride, I guess, of sappy songs. I mean, I watched a video of him. He was not playing this. Anyway, well, never mind. It was pretty fun catching some old John Denver videos. He was talking. One was from England in the late 70s, I think. And he's, of course, got his big old smiley face, and he's talking about life, how he loves spring and flowers and, you know, the air that I breathe and all that stuff. And he goes, and then I get over here to England, and it's cold! Are you people used to this being so cold? It is really windy here right now. It's like it's windy and static electricity day, and you can hear my door flapping. I think the neighbors are building a fence, and the tent here is about to get blown out into the street. So anyway, if we have a quick and unusual interruption here, just bear with me. It just means that the cabin has gone Kansas into a tornado or something. What else do we have? Vanessa did another song. This qualifies as sappy, I think. Frankie Goes to Hollywood, The Power of Love. Of course, whenever I think about the power of love, I think about Back to the Future. I have a different power of love in my head, which I am not going to even try to tackle right now. I can't get it in my head. That's because I have this one stuck in my head. One of my students came in yesterday and said, have you ever taught anything by this band not to be named right now? And I said, no. Oh, wait. But there was somebody, I remember their first song, do-do-do-do-do. Well, anyway. Then they became big with something like, oh man, with something that went like this. Well, anyway, should we get to them? I don't know. We have nothing by them on the at TG yet. Might have to bust into there. I think of them more as a vocal and keyboard band, although they had a great guitar player, and their first 3 albums before the great singer joined the band had some great guitar playing in it. Well, anyway, so yeah, that was my adventure yesterday. I was exploring songs by a Bay Area band who they opened for Emerson, Lake and Palmer in 1975, and my friends and I decided we don't want to go see this unknown band with a guitar player from another really famous San Francisco band. He was like 19, well, he was in his 20s by then. I think he was 19 when he started playing with Santana. I'm sure you all know now who I'm talking about, so I should stop talking in circles. Well, no. I'll let the speculation begin. What else did we have? Oh, what started the whole mess with My Sweet Lady was what really came up the day after. So that was done a week or two ago with Sandy, and I kind of thought we went to so much trouble. Well, I put her through hell to try to figure out how to play the song in A. That I thought, I should put up a lesson on how it really went first, and then let everybody enjoy her messing with it. Haven't seen her since then, so things have gotten, I don't know if that means she's not coming back. No, she just signed up for camp. So, okay, I know she's good. I'll see her next week, and we'll see what's going on with that. But, the transposing of My Sweet Lady was kind of a cool little project, and I hope people have jumped on that and have tried to do it themselves, if you want to sing it in A, if you can't sing it in John's key. Even Bart used to play it a half step low. But Bart, I really appreciate you putting that video back up. I knew somebody would find it quickly, and I figured now, obviously, you found it really quickly. What else was I going to talk about today? A little bit about IGC, the IGC highlights video. I got to say, this is the first, we just finished it because I didn't realize that we didn't even have it. Usually we try to get to that pretty early because everybody that comes to camp likes to see that. But it was really cool to see everybody there, and at the very end, for those of you who have watched it, and for those of you who watched it and didn't know who all was in it, if you weren't at camp, it ended with like me and my 3 kids. We were singing. We had just finished, I think, A Hard Day's Night. I busted out the electric guitar. There we go. Mess around with that a little bit more too. Funny things that happen when you have a pick in your hand. So for those of you that don't know, that was my 3 kids: Rebecca, Lizzie, and Corey on bass. At the end of the video, and I think we ended the night with maybe something like that. Do you want to pass on one thing that I did repost to the forum, but not everybody sees everything there, I'm sure. And the question came up again. It's like, will I fit in? Am I good enough? That's why I put that post up there. I really want to thank the IGC alumni for weighing in on it. Guarantee, good time to be had by all. We have about 9 or 10 more spots open. So if you're on the fence, get a hold of me or something. Okay, I think I'm almost out of here, but I do want to talk about the song I was messing around with last week, which went something like, what key did I do it in? Maybe it was in D. Montgomery, written by John Prine and covered very popularly by Bonnie Raitt. And my question about even what you just heard right there is, what was wrong with that? Not musically, rhythmically. song has the same problem in it, that many times when people cover it, they avoid the problem because it's too complicated. Okay, that's the end of today's puzzle. What's unusual about Angel from Montgomery and the song I just played right there? They have something in common. Oh man, and plus we got the earlier question about what else was in common from back there. Now, let me think of the sappiest song I can think of to end with. Man, I already exhausted the one or two I could remember. When I was a kid, let me think. I'm not going to find that one. Let me think. I'm looking for Carpenter songs. Who out there is sappier than the Carpenters? Anne Murray is right up there. Now, I use that word sappy. There are songs I love that are sappy, so I'm not using that in a derogatory tone towards sappy songs, because the two I played at the beginning are two of my all-time favorites. So, and I really warmed up to Carpenter songs after I was done being a teenager, I think. And even Jackson Browne has some sappy songs. Whoa. Okay, like I said, bad things are happening around here. I think that's going to mean I'm going to sign off. I will be back next week. We have well, no, I can't tell you too much about that. Oh, you know what? I did hint at something else that I'm working on. And did you figure this one out? There's another sappy band. I've got 5 or 6 lessons that don't sound anything like this. David Gates, King of Sap. Love those songs. Okay, let's end with something a little bit different. Thumb pick for this. There we go. If we want to mute the bass heavily. Okay, one of my big influences. Something borrowed and totally mutilated from John Fahey. Hope you enjoyed it. I will be back next week, at least for the next few weeks. April, things should be fine. May, no telling. So long.